Today, we are making a very healthy pasta dish that's very easy to make, uses simple ingredients, and comes together in under 30 minutes, folks. We're talking a creamy spinach and mushroom pasta. This dish has it all. It is loaded with protein. Thanks to the Greek yogurt and the spinach, the mushrooms, they had a beautiful meaty texture, and the flavors are mind-blowing good. This is the perfect pasta dish for one of those busy weeknights, yet it's bold enough for a relaxed weekend lunch next to a bottle of Spanish white wine. All right, let's begin by adding in some cold water into a stock pot. You want to go to at least the halfway point. I'm going to season the water generously with sea salt and heat it with a high heat. While the water is heating up, let's get our ingredients ready. I'm going to cut 8 button mushrooms into slices that are about 1/4 inch thick. These have already been washed and patted dry. And once again, you want the mushrooms to be at least 1/4 inch thick. It's what gives this pasta dish that beautiful meaty texture. I'm going to grab 2 cups of tightly packed fresh spinach. Once again, I'm using bagged spinach because it's pre-cleaned and pre-cut, but you can also use frozen spinach here. Just make sure you fully thaw it out and pat it completely dry. Add the spinach into a cutting board and roughly chop it up. And reserved, I also have half of an onion that I finely diced and 4 cloves of garlic that I finely minced. Okay, let's start cooking up these ingredients. I'm going to heat a large saute pan with a medium to medium high heat and add in a generous 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. After heating the olive oil for about 2 minutes, I'm going to add in the diced onions into the pan and the minced garlic. And start mixing the onions and the garlics around with that extra virgin olive oil. You want to mix this continuously, that way nothing burns and everything cooks evenly. After about 3 minutes, and those onions are nice and translucent and starting to develop a light golden color, I'm going to add in the slices of mushroom into the pan and continue to mix these ingredients together. After about 3 minutes, and those mushrooms are nice and tender, you don't want to overcook them, I'm going to add in a generous half teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika. Give it a quick mix, that way the paprika is evenly divided. And start adding the spinach into the pan. You want to add it in there in batches to not overcrowd it. And just mix it around, that way the spinach easily wilts. Once all the spinach has been incorporated into the pan and it's nice and wilted, I'm going to turn off the heat and season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And once again, I'm going to give this a quick mix, that way all the seasonings are evenly mixed around. At this point, the water has began to boil in the stock pot, so I'm going to add in a generous 2 cups of penne pasta. This recipe feeds 2 people, 1 cup per person, and also make sure to check the package instructions and cook your pasta al dente because there's nothing worse than overcooked pasta. While the penne pasta is cooking up, let's move back to the saute pan with the spinach and the mushrooms. For the next step, I'm going to add in 1½ containers of Greek yogurt at room temperature. This equals about 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt. And once again, make sure it's at room temperature, otherwise it will curd. And also you can easily veganize this recipe by using a vegan yogurt here. I'm going to generously season the Greek yogurt with some freshly cracked black pepper, and mix everything together, that way all these ingredients are perfectly combined together. Alright, let's move back to the penne pasta. It's been cooking for exactly 9 minutes, which in my case is perfectly al dente. I'm going to grab the stock pot, drain it into a strainer, making sure to shake off any of the excess water from the penne pasta. add the pasta into the pan with the creamy spinach and mushroom sauce. Heat this with a low heat and mix everything together until it's well combined. Once everything's well mixed and that sauce has slightly heated up, our dish is ready to go. I'm gonna grab some of our pasta, transfer it into a dish, and sprinkle it with some freshly chopped parsley. Check it out. Look how incredible this creamy spinach and mushroom pasta came out. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Now this is what I call one heck of a beautiful creamy looking pasta. I cannot wait to try this. Here we go. Bravo. I mean, that is seriously one of the best pasta dishes I've ever tasted. So many great flavors. That little amount of sweet smoked Spanish paprika that we added really shines through. The noodles are perfectly cooked al dente. It's so important to cook them al dente and make sure to check those packaging instructions. You know, this kind of feels like comfort food, but it's not. We didn't use the heavy cream. We used that beautiful Greek yogurt. This is such an incredible pasta dish. You saw this, easy to make, very healthy, and comes together in under 30 minutes. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Joe Novak and Jesper Halloum. Again, guys, thank you so much for all your support. I truly appreciate you. For the rest of you, if you're not with me on Patreon, consider becoming one. It helps with ingredients and equipment to continue making videos like this. You'll find my Patreon link in the description box below and iCard above. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, slash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.